Hey guys, welcome to whatever week it is. Welcome to whatever week it is here on the Real DVD Watchers. On Thursdays, as always, it's me, Tom. The movie that I've chosen to review today is something that I just saw last night, and I'm just gonna flat out say it. I fucking loved it. There was almost no story at all to it, but I really loved the director's first little short that he did. It was just so fucking good. Oh my god! And this is definitely in like the same spirit, if you will, but nonetheless, so it's still really great. That movie in question is Hobo with a Shotgun. Say, I wish I could put a little thing up here, but alas, I can't because my computer sucks. But yeah, it's Hobo with a Shotgun by Jason Esner or Eisner. Jason, I have no idea how to say your last name. Sorry, buddy. I reviewed his short Treevenge earlier, like maybe like last year or something. Go check out that review. If you can find Treevenge, definitely check that out too because it's just equally as good. So basically, this movie has no story. That's the main thing. Like, yeah, like it's about this hobo played by Rutger Hauer. And Rutger Hauer, again, it's good to see him back in film. Jason, I can't thank you enough for getting him back. He pretty much is just riding the rails doing his own thing, and he comes to this town and he sees this guy named Drake who's kind of like the big shit around town, and his two sons Slick and Ivan played by oh, fuck, I just had the kid's name. I forget what his fucking name is, but you recognize him. He's in fucking Everwood, fucking Small Soldiers. Like, you see the kid, you're like, that's that fucking guy. And it's about them just like pretty much fucking over this town, and there's a fucking one guy from Trailer Park Boys who's apparently like their uncle. They meet up with him, and apparently something went bad with the deal, so they take off his fucking head, and it's just fucking hilarious. There's one girl like covers herself in the blood, starts dancing around. But anyways, Rutger Hauer's character of the hobo sees all that going down, and he figures there's nothing he can do. But then one night, this prostitute played by Molly Dunsworth, I recognize her from fucking Goosebumps, Canadian made. She's out trying to sell her body, but of course, he's saying, and this one guy's trying to pick her up, except he wants to do some really bad things to her, and Rutger Hauer pretty much steps in, and he's like, the lady said no, leave her alone. So he pretty much essentially saves her, and then she offers him a place to stay so that we can get back on the street. But Rutger Hauer's character understands that there's something wrong in this town, and he needs to do something about it. So at one point, he really wants to buy this lawnmower so that way he can start up his own business of mowing lawns and get back up on his feet. While he's in, he gets enough money, so he goes down to the pawn shop to pick up a lawnmower. While he's in there, though, these guys bust in and they're threatening, to kill a baby, kill this one woman, and kill the guy behind the counter unless the guy gives them money. But then Rutger Hauer has a choice to make because the cost of the lawnmower is the same cost as this shotgun up on the wall. So, of course, Rutger Hauer picks up the shotgun. And magically, it has ammo with it. And he just proceeds to fucking unload in these guys. And, oh, it's so good. The gore is just so over the top. It's all about Rutger Hauer trying to take back the city for good. But yet again, Drake puts out a hit on all homeless people, just have them eradicated. And, of course, the town pretty much gives in this whole mindset of, okay, they have to die. Because also Drake says if they don't find the hobo and kill all the hobos, he's gonna kill all their children. So yeah, that's how that movie goes, and it's like, honestly, if you just put yourself outside of it and just realize like this is just gonna be a fun ride, I think you'll really, really enjoy it. If you go into it thinking, oh man, this is gonna be like a smart, intelligent horror movie, not so much. They're just basically doing shit for the sake of doing shit. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love this film. It was so great, and just, it was so over the top, and the gore was just in your face all the time, and you couldn't get enough of it. Oh, it was just so good. I also want to say, Jason, you're a crafty motherfucker, because I'm watching the movie, and then all of a sudden, he's fucking there, and he's getting beat up by a bunch of punk kids. I'm like, there's the motherfucking Jason! And like my roommates were like, what? Who? What? I'm like, guys, okay, Jason and I, we just go way back. It's all good. Yeah. But nonetheless, though, this movie is definitely great. It has a very, very limited release here in Canada right now. Luckily, I got to see it because the theater that was playing it extended it because it did so well here in Edmonton. So if you're here in Edmonton, you want to see it, say, right now, the Empire Theater downtown, and the Northgate Cinema is also playing it. But definitely do yourself a favor and check this out. In the States, I know you guys have to wait until like May 6th or something like that for a really limited release. But still, do yourselves a favor. If you like horror, if you like the grindhouse genre, this movie really isn't horror, but it gets lumped in there because of the excessive gore. But nonetheless, so if you love those styles of movies, like the exploitation movies back from the 70s and just the over-top gore style, you will fucking love this movie. And don't go into it being like, oh man, it's going to have a great story, because there's not much of a story to it. Because my roommates and I, we all loved it. But we're just like, no story. But I think an honestly, like heartfelt story would have totally wrecked this movie. The use of color is great. Like when Drake calls the plague, which are like these two kind of like assassins, but kind of like robots, but kind of not. Show up and start fucking with the hobo. I mean, everything's cast over in like this pink light, and it's really, really good. But I think if anything, this movie has a really, really touching scene where the hobo is at the hospital, and he sees all these little newborn babies in front of him, and he's talking about, you know, how he once started off like them, and how, you know, they need to pretty much be on the right path in life and don't do drugs and all this stuff, or else one day, you know, he'll come for you, or better yet, you'll end up, say if you don't follow the straight path, you'll end up nothing better than a hobo with a shotgun, essentially. So yeah, that's like most like prolific part of the whole entire movie, really. Everything else though is just balls to the wall action and gore, and it's just fucking great. But definitely check this out. Fucking Buddy from Everwood, he fucking stole the show as that fucking asshole slick guy. Oh my god, it was just so good. Just some of the phrases he came up with was great. And there's this one great scene that I have to talk about, and it goes to Slick's younger brother Ivan, where they're attacking Abby, who is played by Molly Dunhill, who's a prostitute. They attack them in her apartment, and Ivan has his skates on, and he's like just stomping into the back of Rutger Hauer, and you see him just like chopping right into it, and it looks so well done. Like it had me like just like, oh man, that looks so rough, because it looked absolutely brilliant. But nonetheless, though, Hobo with a Shotgun, I have to give it a rating out of 10, 7.5. Definitely check this movie out, just because, you know what, you deserve to see good movies. You deserve to see good Canadian movies, and a director like Jason deserves every bit of credit that he gets. This man is a forerunner in Canadian horror and Canadian exploitation, so really please support that, so that way he can make more movies. Because really, if it's not for people here in Canada like Jason making new horror, then what the fuck are we supposed to do with our lives? Well, besides the obvious. Anyways, guys, please check out Hobo with a Shotgun. It's a great movie. So yeah, so thanks to everyone who watches and subscribes. You guys rock, and I will catch you guys later. Bye.